This is the first time I've seen this car since I was probably about 7 or 8 years old.
Oh, really?
This was my dad's. Right now, he's up there shaking his head laughing.
I think we should get this car running again for him.
It obviously means a lot to them. Let's get this thing running and driving for him. Oh my goodness, look at that, he's driving it. Get out of here. No way. All right, so we're here with the owner of the car, Tim, and he says that it's right here in unit number 4. How long has the car been in here?
Well, we don't know for sure, but approximately probably about 35
Wow.
years.
Holy smokes. And well, I guess let's take a look at the car first, but I know it's a sentimental car for you and the family.
Yeah, hold on one sec here.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like it's sat here for about 35 years. What is it exactly?
So this is a 1978 Thunderbird. I think it's kind of like the classic example of a late Malaise car from the 70s. I think this is actually the most selling Thunderbird that they had.
Really?
Ironically, I think I've only been in this car once. I think I remember seeing it once.
Whose car was it?
So this was my dad's. He got it from a family member, and he had it throughout basically the mid-'80s. My brother, who's here, he remembers seeing this probably, again, we're talking like 1987. I think the title still says 87 on it. I think this is like the classic example of you get something, you have ideas and dreams as to what you're going to do with it, and then life kind of got in the way, and you see it once a year, and then you see it once a decade.
Yeah.
And with my dad passing recently in June, trying to manage stuff with my mom, one of the things that came up was this car. We had to actually figure out where it was at, what garage it was, and find it.
So the first time you saw it was just in the last couple weeks here?
This is the first time I've seen this car since I was probably about 7 or 8 years
Oh,
old.
really? Wow. It's crazy because right now, whatever the sun's hitting is actually pretty clean. And then if you just come back another inch, Brent, if you come in here, like you can't even see what color the paint is. It's like a hard cut here. I don't know how the dust only falls from this line back, but it's super, I've never seen that before. We've done a lot of barn finds, but it's a beautiful car. It looks like the paint's original too. It doesn't look like it's been repainted.
Yeah, knowing my father, I would be willing to bet that everything on this car is OEM. I bet you he didn't do anything to it. So that's definitely the original paint.
What's the plan for the car after we clean it up?
Well, the goal is we've seen your work. If you guys get this thing spick and span and transform it, and ideally if you take a look at the engine, but if you get it running, at least know it's capable of running and it looks great, then it's going to be one of those car cruise type of cars.
We'd love to try and help and hopefully, well, not only get it cleaned up, but then hopefully get it running, especially if you guys are going to keep it in the family and drive it with the memory of your father in mind. We'd be privileged and happy to do that for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But now we have to figure out how we are going to get this out of this storage unit because we don't have a ton of space and this is a very heavy car and we're at a downslope and we can't put the trailer here, so it's going to be a little treacherous.
Well, RJ, this guy's actually super cool. Do you think we should get this car running again for him?
Yeah, I mean, he brought his whole entire family out. It obviously means a lot to them, and so I'm going to call Adam and let's get this thing running and driving for him.
Let's call him like right now.
All right, I'll buzz him. Real quick, before we pull the Thunderbird out of the garage, we have to let you guys know that the Mustang giveaway is about to end. This is the last weekend, and if you're seeing this video, it means that there's only 3 days or less left in the giveaway. And we have done so much work to this Mustang. If you haven't seen our video from last week, go check it out. We replaced the front end suspension, the steering components, rewired the whole entire car so that we can make sure that it was safe to drive and drives like a brand new 65 Mustang, and it drives better than it probably did in 1965. For the end of the giveaway, we are going to run the best multiplier that we've run for the whole entire giveaway, which is 30 times entries on all of our detailing supplies and merchandise. That means for every dollar you spend on detailing supplies or merch on our website, you get 30 entries. If you spend 100, you'll get 3,000 entries and have that much better of a chance of winning this Mustang. But this Mustang giveaway ends soon. This is your last chance. Go hit the website, go pick up some detailing supplies and get entered. There's only a couple days left and this is going to end up in someone's garage. So click the link in the description or go to wdautosupply.com. But now let's get back to the Thunderbird. We're gonna have to push this car out, but it no longer has functional brakes. So Mike is inside the car right now, but he can't see anything that's happening outside the car. So I'm gonna have to tell him when to turn the wheel so we can get it down this embankment and onto the road so we can load it up. Gonna cross our fingers on this one. Yeah, we're gonna try and take it slow.
All right, slow down, slow down.
Left side.
All right.
Oh boy.
Now we're going to be a little careful, right? Because we're going to have the hill.
The second you start to feel go, Mike, turn. All right, turn, turn, turn. Perfect. Keep turning. Look at that. Wow, that couldn't have gone better. Holy smokes, that was perfect. Nice job, guys. Nice job. What do you think, guys?
What do you guys think? Look at that Thunderbird. Look
This
at
is
that
Grandpa's car, huh?
What do you think? Isn't that pretty cool?
You guys have never seen this car,
How
huh?
dirty it is, guys. No.
Looks like your dad really tried to make sure that this stayed as nice as possible. The car itself is clean. We even have a cover on the seat here underneath is pretty mint as well.
It's kind of surreal seeing you guys do this because I was telling you before how I came across your channel was probably right when he started to have some issues about 8 months ago. We mentioned the car and I knew not a lot about it, and I was thinking, how can a car that's been sitting so long actually get restored? And then just doing some research and coming across you guys, that's what gave me the idea to reach out to you. So it's kind of surreal to see you guys here, and it would be really cool to see what you guys do with it.
What would he say if he was here right now watching us drag this car out?
My dad had an infectious laugh. It just filled a room. Whenever he laughed, you knew it. Right now, he's up there shaking his head laughing. I guaranteed he's up there going, unbelievable, and he's laughing, for sure.
You know, for you to have this much sentimental value in it, you must have been a good dad and a good grandpa as well to your kids. So I can only imagine him smiling up above right now, and I hope after we're done with this, he smiles even more.
Yeah, that means a lot to me. I appreciate that. So it'll be cool to see what you guys do. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? Oh yeah, they're gonna have to do more than blow.
You guys want to come to Cleveland and help us?
What do you think?
And now we're gonna get the car all loaded up into our trailer to get it back to Cleveland so we can actually start the cleaning process. But make sure you guys watch all the way until the end of the video because this is probably the best reaction we ever got to any of our details before. And what's really cool about it is that Tim last saw this car when he was about 7 years old with his dad, and he got to share this moment with his kids who are around the same age. So it was like a full circle moment, and it was really cool to capture on camera. And also, if you guys can take a second to hit that subscribe button for us, we do all of these details 100% for free. So the best way to support us is by liking the video and subscribing to our channel.
All right, we're back in the shop and we are gonna have to work extremely diligently and quick this week because we have to clean this whole entire car. We have to polish it, we have to polish all the chrome, and then we have Adam coming here to hopefully get it started and get it to run and drive so we can surprise Tim and his whole entire family with his father's car running and driving. But I gotta say, I'm not usually a fan of late 70s vehicles, but I kinda like this one.
It's definitely an oddball, I'd say. The color, one thing, I've never seen a color quite this color. I'm not even sure if it's, what, a cream?
I think it's original too.
Yeah, and then also it has vinyl on top, but a weird split. I've never seen this before either with a mandatory third window here.
It's a Targa, the top comes back. It comes off actually.
If it did, that'd be really, really cool. But it's just such an oddball design. Like, I don't understand the utilitarian purpose of this. Like, is it a land yacht where it's supposed to be like a cruiser? Or is it supposed to be like, it's like a sedan, but not, you know?
Kind of looks like a huge Fox body Mustang.
Yeah. I totally get why they stopped the gas guzzlers and cracked down on everybody because stuff like this.
Yeah, it's definitely a quirky car, but it means a ton to Tim and his family. Before we get started though, I want to ask you guys a question. Mike's dad was here at the shop and he was convinced that this was a Lincoln. And I was like, no, Mr. Tudor, this is the Thunderbird logo, which I didn't know that they actually made an individual hood ornament that actually has the Thunderbird in it. But this does have a lot of Lincoln characteristics, kind of like a Continental. I wanted to know, is this the same chassis or how much of this car shares parts with Lincoln? So I guess my question is, did Lincoln make a sister car where they shared the same platform, same parts? Or is this a completely independent vehicle and just carries over a lot of the design that Lincoln had during this time? Let us know, because I think it looks like a Continental.
Now to begin the detail, there were wood chips all over the car and we do not want to spray them everywhere, nor do we want those dragging all over the paint to potentially scratch it, so we're going to pick those up by hand and then we're going to move on to the wheels. Now to clean the wheels, we're going to take off the hubcaps first and then spray everything down and then use our Purple Rain wheel cleaner and our tire cleaner. And if you guys are interested in any of the products you see us using on this detail, these are the same products that you can get entered to win our Mustang that we're giving away. And they don't just work on barn finds, they work great on your cars at home as well. Click the link in our description and I'll make sure to put every single thing on the screen as we're using it. And now we're gonna start pressure washing all this 40 years of dust off the car. And normally you would see us using pre-wash, but we're not gonna be using it on this one because it's single stage paint. And with single stage paint, that means there's no clear coat, so the pre-wash would actually stain the paint, which you do not want. Modern cars obviously have clear coat on them, so pre-wash is totally fine to use on those. But I do want you guys to pay very close attention as we're washing this car because there's so much dirt embedded into it that as we clean it, I swear it becomes 2 shades lighter and looks even more pretty by the time we're done. It's so cool. And always make sure if your gas hole is dirty, you get it cleaned.
All right, so we were in the middle of the wash process and Adam finally made it up to the shop because we need to start getting this thing repaired immediately. Because if it needs a lot of work, we don't have a lot of time.
But we have a 2-barrel carb. I mean, everything, linkage, does it work? Yeah, we got linkage that works.
Adam, do you have any idea what V8 engine this is? I know it's a V8, but what
Yes.
size it is?
So this is a 351 Windsor. So this is like a 351 cubic inch small block Ford. Everything in here looks complete. All the wires, belts, hoses. First thing will be to see if it's locked. Let's see if this motor is going to turn over by hand.
Oh, it is turning. Look at that.
Is the crank actually turning down there now?
Do it again?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Look
Oh,
at
that's
that.
good.
that was pretty easy.
This is a good sign.
That's a great sign.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared because when we got into this car, the brakes were all locked up, so I was fearful that maybe the engine itself would be locked up too.
No, everything's looking good so far.
Should we put power to it and see if the starter makes any noise?
I think that's a good plan right there.
You want me to give it a bump?
Yeah, go ahead. Perfect. We went ahead and threw a new battery in it. And if you can see here, I've got fuel hooked up to the fuel pump. So we're gonna see if we can't get this thing to fire off and run, and that'll tell us a lot about what we've got to do next. All right, RJ, I'm gonna spray it a little bit, and then I want you to crank it over. All right. That's a good sign. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Runs really great, actually. What are the odds we can get a fuel pump today and put it in?
That's very good.
Wow.
Hey guys, look, the headlights actually came down. You can see what it looks like. Come look.
Oh yeah, they did come down.
That's
So
yeah.
these aren't electric, Adam?
No, I believe they're vacuum actuated, which we should be able to see right now. Yeah, if we look in there, you see the big canister. So that is what's going to power those headlights up and down.
It's pretty cool how they actually have the Thunderbird logo. Well, they have the script as well. They really wanted you to know that this was a Thunderbird and not a Lincoln or a Mercury.
And now we're gonna go ahead and clean up the engine bay so Adam can work on it properly and not have a bunch of dust and dirt everywhere. Starting with compressed air to get everything out of there. And then we're gonna pull out our pressure washer with citrus degreaser. And the citrus degreaser is gonna do a great job of breaking down all the grease that's on the engine and hopefully make Adam's life a little bit nicer later on. So this is really cool. We're going to use iron kryptonite here with a clay mitt, and the iron kryptonite is going to be a lubricant for the mitt. And with those two combined, you're going to see all of this embedded dirt that was in the paint get removed. And again, it's going to become even one more shade brighter and so much more clean.
Moving on to the interior of this Thunderbird, I have to say this must be one of the most well-kept time capsule cars I've seen in quite a long time. Brent, if you could come closer here and just zoom in on the instrument cluster, this is all perfect. Like, besides a little bit of scratching from what must have been wiping down, like, this is just an incredible shape. It's a very interesting color. The inside and outside of this car are the same. This is a very 70s things to do. A lot of vehicles have issues with cracking plastics as well, and this thing is mint. It's perfect. So although this isn't the rarest or craziest of cars, this is a pretty crazy condition for something that's just been tucked away for many, many years. This has been sitting like this for 37 years in that dark garage. And check this out. So not only do we have this stain here, but the way that this was sitting on here, this car was in the garage for 37 years. I pulled it off. It kind of has a discoloration here, even though it was in pitch black garage. So I'm gonna see if maybe that this is some layer of dust or something going on. If this can be brought back to factory condition so they look exactly the same. I hope so, because it's gonna look incredible if it does.
And now, if you guys are a longtime viewer of the channel, then you know exactly what we're doing here. We're making the return of the googly eyes on the vacuum head and the extractor head, which we haven't had for years, but now we need to name them. So leave a name for the vacuum and the extractor in the comments below.
Okay, now it's time to polish the Thunderbird, and I gotta say, this paint is in incredible shape for having sat in that storage unit for the last 35 years. Honestly, the dirt might have given this car a lot of protection over the years because, sure, there's a little bit of staining and some oxidation, but it's in relatively great shape. So I'm gonna use a foam pad and a light polish just to remove that top layer of faded paint and bring back this beautiful cream color. And I think this Thunderbird is gonna look really, really good when it's all done.
So now that this car is all shined up and done being detailed, we're back to getting it running. And so I went ahead and put a new fuel pump in place. So we got the new fuel pump and a can of gas down there on the ground. So we're gonna see if we can't get some fuel flow to the engine.
Ready?
Yep. Look at that. New fuel pump worked, so it's definitely pumping some gas. And
Wow.
it's actually running pretty good.
It's running pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's idling.
The next step is gonna be see if we can't get these brakes to give us a good pedal, and then we'll see if we can't get it to move under its own power. Now that the fuel pump's in, we just saw it run, and it ran really good for sitting for almost 30 years. Next step is gonna be diving into the brakes. So let's go ahead and see what the old fluid looks like. Wow, it's actually really full. That is a good sign right there. That's because we probably don't have a broken brake line anywhere, especially because we've been pushing the pedal. So that's a really, really, really good sign. That gives me solid hope for being able to just suck all that old fluid out of there, put some fresh in there, push it all through the lines, and I bet you we'll get a really nice pedal out of this. So we're gonna go ahead, I mean, look at the color of that stuff. Definitely, definitely old. Out with the old, in with the new. All right, so we're gonna see if these old crusty bleeders are gonna break loose for us. So let's see what happens here. Oh, look at that. Super easy. Next step is, let's see if any fluid actually comes out of here. If not, we probably have to take this bleeder out, clean out the passageways to be able to get fluid to flow through it. And looking at it right now, normally you'd see at least a little bit of brake fluid coming out, and it's not. So let's go ahead and remove this and get a little drill bit and clean it out. Went ahead and broke all the bleeders loose. We got them all free, which is really good luck on some of these old cars. Next step is here, we're gonna do some brake bleeding. So go ahead and pump it up a little bit, RJ. And push. Pump. Push. We don't have anything down here. No fluid coming out. Nothing. There's nothing there, and our reservoir is still full. So it looks like we might have caliper issue. It could be a clogged flex line, or it could be a bad master cylinder. There's multiple things that might be causing this. Let's go ahead and check with the back, and let's see if we can't get any movement back there. Like we said, we already got the bleeder open. So let's go and open this up, and let's see if we get any fluid flow to start. Go ahead and pump it some. So there is actually some fluid coming out of the bleeder. So that's a good sign. Let me tighten it up here, and we'll actually try to bleed it. Go ahead and pump it. Oh, right there. This brake line is actually rusted through, and it's dripping right at the fitting. But I mean, look at the condition of these brake lines. I think we're gonna run into a lot more issues even if we were to resolve this. It could be through the whole car. We're just gonna keep popping brake lines unless we were to replace every line. And it looks like calipers and lines up front. I think these brakes need a lot more work than what we were hoping for.
It's 9:05 and we have to put this thing in the trailer and leave out by 5 in the morning.
I think we've ran out of time on this car.
That's a bummer. Well, hopefully we can at least bring it back to them with it starting and running, just not driving. So mission kind of successful.
So what Tim doesn't know is that, well, actually what you guys don't know is that we spent a little bit more time on the car last night, and we actually got it to kind of drive a little bit. So I'm gonna be able to pull it out of the trailer and then drive it up to his house, and we're about to be there.
Do you have any expectations?
Knowing your videos, I bet you guys did a really good job with it.
I'm gonna cut you off.
Okay, go ahead. Oh my goodness, look at that, he's driving it. Get out of here. No way. No way. Unbelievable. I don't know what you guys did. That is unbelievable. Get out of here. Unbelievable.
What do you think?
I am absolutely amazed. I didn't think that thing would turn over no matter what you did.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do with the brakes? You got brakes working on this thing too?
No.
Okay. Is that the emergency brake?
The emergency brake is what helped me stop.
All
Thankfully,
right.
you do live on a hill, so
Right,
we were
right,
able to
right.
stop it. She drives well. We were trying to fix the brakes last night, and there's a hole in one of the lines.
That's
so,
all right.
But I was like, man, it runs and drives though. It just doesn't stop.
Oh my goodness. Look at what you guys did with this chrome.
Yeah, that was all Joey. I told you it'd come back too. But yeah, all the fins on the inside. It really is a really nice car.
Oh, you got these the white flaps down too. Do they actually
Yeah.
work, or did you have to mechanically do it?
No. So they went down
Yeah?
once we got vacuum power to it.
Yeah.
But now they won't go back.
That's
up.
all right.
So I
Okay.
think it looks cooler with them down right now. But I'm sure it's just a vacuum leak and they would pop back open. But
I actually think the color pops. I wasn't expecting this color to look so good.
what do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh?
Guys, you want to sit in it? What's going on with this interior too, huh?
Yeah, the interior came out really, really
Did you guys
nice as
find
well.
any friends, any rodents?
Nothing of note, to be honest. It was actually, he took really good care of the car, you know.
You want to sit in it? Go ahead. Yeah, I tell you what, guys, this is like a prime example of like divine intervention, because we're sitting here like 2 weeks ago trying to figure out what we're gonna do with this car. I'm thinking about the video, you guys, and how you guys do this stuff, and then here we are 2 weeks later and it's like completed.
So when was the last time you sat in this car?
I was probably younger than him.
Oh,
I had to
really?
have been 7 years old. I gotta get in it,
I was
right?
gonna say, what are the odds we could see you sitting in it?
Yeah, let's do it. Here. That is wild.
Isn't that crazy? The last time your dad sat in this car, he was younger than you.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of emotional. That's surreal to see this, and you guys to resurrect it. Want to get in the back?
Yeah, might as well get all three in there. There you go.
You guys did my dad right. I know that him talking about this car forever. Yeah, dad. To see this thing be resurrected, to see it run, to see it creeping up the street. That's
Hopefully, we made him proud.
yeah. I think the next step will be have someone make sure the engine is good to take it to car cruises, get the brakes checked up and lined out, or checked out and lined up, however you want to say it. And enjoy this thing for a while. Unbelievable. I cannot thank you guys enough. I think this is just a testament of the work you guys do, for sure. It doesn't even look like the same car.
Well, that's what
Awesome.
we hope to achieve. And, it's one thing to clean up dirty cars that are left in barns, but it's another to clean up a car that has, a story. And obviously, being that it was your pops and you hadn't seen it in so long, and to see you in it, as well as your kids, kind of share this memory now, and then, get the brakes done and then be able to drive it together is, that's why we wake up every morning. That's why we do what we do.
Awesome, dude. Awesome job, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right, guys, that concludes the Thunderbird video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking this video. If you want to see more like it, hit subscribe. And also, this is your last chance to get entered in the Mustang giveaway. So go to WD Auto Supply, go buy something, get entered, because you only have a couple days left. But thank you so much for watching. We truly appreciate the blessing that you guys allow us to pursue our passion and to do this as a job. So with that being said, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.